We're just back from Ledbury and the drive shaft is still hot, so it's been welded up, got a bigger plug, bigger load of weld that side and a bigger plug that side. So let's not piss around and get it on, because the sun is shining and I want to be out and about in the van this weekend. So let's get it fitted. So I've got the shaft in there, and I bought some new bolts for it as well, because the other ones were pretty pants. So that's all in, new bolts all in, tightened up. So we just lower it down and tighten up the actual large nut for the drive shaft now. Well, yeah, it's driving, so that's good. Lemon drive shaft. Well, with the weld we got on there now, I ain't going nowhere. Well, the soft tyres are brilliant. It's gripping like it's never gripped before. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Yeah, no wheel spin in a minute. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. So test drive was good, no problems. I'm going to fit my little cover now, but you see the gap between the strut brace and the bottle. I think it's going to touch, so I might need to just put a couple of washers, 3 washers underneath that, just to raise it very slightly. So I don't want it just getting marked and digging into it. So that's the cover all on, so it hides. Shall I go and chase him? I'll tell you. A lot of bikes heading out towards Bolton on the Water and stuff this way. Some good roads out that way. So you got the Zenza, they call it Zenza Grille. Irish optional grill or something like that. Basically it's just got larger holes in there, so it lets a little bit more air into the radiator, which is good, rather than that's very small honeycomb which comes standard. So you got some new discs to go on. These are from Halo Performance. These little C marks in there. So yeah, 300mm Focus ST170 jobs. So that's all right, all off. It's barely worn, to be honest. That's the new ones to go on. So we just got the caliper hanging up there, so it's not to pull on all the hose. TA coilovers, all right. I'm probably going to upgrade them at some point, as well as the top mounts. Just noticed some oil there though, and that seems to be coming from the catch tank drain on the bottom. So I'll have to pop that off and see what's going on with that. But yeah, everything else looks good underneath there. So as always, a bit of you know the deal. Brake cleaner on there because they put a coating of oil on there, so we need to spray that and clean that off with some blue roll. Got the cylinder winding back slowly and keeping a close eye on the old fluid there. So keep winding it. Right, she's all on. So I spoke to Halo Performance and they said that these are not directional, so you can fit them whichever way you like. So I've just gone for that way, to be honest. So like the 2 parts of the C hit the caliper first, but yeah, not directional apparently. So that's the other side done. Nice. I'm not going to paint the calipers because you can't see them with the wheels. Can't see them at all, so it's pointless. But anyway, let's whack this wheel back on and have a look at what's going on with the catch tank, why that's pissing oil out. Alright, so we've got the catch tank off. No leaks from anywhere there. So it's got a drain plug on it. It seems that that's gone a bit iffy and it's leaking out of that. So I have to, I know it's got an O-ring in it, and I know I emptied it a while ago and there wasn't really anything in there. So yeah, let's see what we can do with that, tighten it up or something. So, I mean, these are just made in China somewhere, I guess. But for some reason, it's got this little, it's obviously a bung, isn't it? It's like a plumber's bung, the bit I'm holding. And then there's the top bit. And it seems that oil is just travelling down the threads of both. So I can't see what that one would be for any reason. So I'm going to get some plumber sealant. I'm going to wet that in there and tighten that up. And then I'm going to find an O-ring this sort of size, and hopefully that'll stop it from leaking then. There's no O-ring on there, so it's just it's leaking through the threads and coming out, which is not good when it's near a flipping tyre. You don't want flipping oil all over a tyre. So I use this stuff, Rapid Blue stuff. I use it on tails for towel radiators mainly, so that's what I use at work quite a lot. I've actually fitted the inlet manifold cups, injector cups with this, which has been fine. So I'm going to whack a load of that around that very small thread down here and just lock that shut. So that's all locked shut. Now I was going to put an O-ring around this bit and tighten it up, but it's just not going to work just at how this bush is. So I'm going to put a small bit of PTFE tape on there. That just means that I can take this out. I don't really want to put that stuff on there. I'd rather just have it so I can actually take it out to empty it. So I put a bit of PTFE on there, tighten that up, and that should be pretty good then, and shouldn't leak. So a little bit of PTFE tape on there, and just tighten that up. Now just seal those threads a little bit better. It's all back in, and I've cleaned up down below there with brake cleaner and stuff, so we're just keep an eye on that, make sure it's not leaking again. So I've always been told with like new discs or pads to get up to about 50 mile an hour, stamp on the brakes, do it about 3 times, then just cruise for a little while, let it cool down, then do that again, and it should be near enough there. Worst thing you can do is just pop around town pressing the brakes. So doing 50, stamp on them. You would do it with brand new pads. With discs, the pads are kind of already worn in, but obviously the discs aren't. So we let that cord off for a little bit now. Go up again. Snap it out. Back up to about 50. Good now, actually, that's good. All seems good, no squealing on the brakes. So I put a bit of copper grease on the pads. I was going to say that better not be rain. Flipping Jesus. It's been lovely all weekend, all week, sorry. It's been absolutely lovely all week. The time I've got, so I'm not working for someone else, it rains. That's pretty good. So yeah, all done. What we got going on next? We've got Boho Badger 5 is holding a meeting at Badger 5's workshop. So that is the next one. I think that is in 2 weeks' time from now. So that's the next one I'm going to go to. I see Forge Motorsport's got a meeting on as well. A little brunch club that they have. We've got a mate wanting to go to Santa Pod and see if I can tag on with him. Probably not to run the van, but I haven't been to Santa Pod for ages, so I'd love to have a little drive up there and have a look at the action. Static stuff's all right, but I like to see some stuff moving, you know, flames, fire and stuff, you know. So yeah, we'll see. But we're back in action. She's ready, and she's still looking really tidy.